Hello and welcome back to another video today. It's my second video today. Hope you enjoyed earlier's news video. You've got to go and check it out if you haven't. The link will be in the description. But yeah, this one is going to be a bit of a different video. It's not a news video, it's more of a personal opinion. And by the thumbnail and the title, I think you'll probably have guessed it. Yes, I do think that next season, not this season, next transfer window, next summer 2021, I think Chelsea will sign English wonder kid JADON SANCHO from Borussia Dortmund, and here's why. Basically, we all know that Manchester United wanted to buy JADON SANCHO, and it was quite funny, and we're probably all still laughing at the fact that once they got told they'd have to pay £108 million, they just pulled out instantly, and they could afford it. And Ed Woodward, yeah, Manchester United fans don't really like him. They kind of want him out. But yeah, we're all still laughing about it. And I think he's obviously going to stay at Borussia Dortmund for another season. And if he can duplicate what he did last season or do even better, then the best clubs in the world are going to want to buy him. Like Bayern Munich, obviously he's playing in Germany for Borussia Dortmund. And with Erling Haaland, two of the best wonder kids in the world at the moment, and they've just signed Jude Bellingham for £30 million from Birmingham. If they do sell Sancho, he could just be just like him, English player, young winger or midfielder that can play anywhere in the attack really. Yeah, I think, well, obviously clubs like Bayern Munich, seen what he can do. Barcelona, they're going to want to buy him if Messi's leaving. Got to check out a video earlier. Real Madrid, they might want him. I don't think Man City will buy him back. I don't think they're brave enough to sell him to Borussia Dortmund for £10 million to go and sign him again for 110. But actually, the price it probably will go up next season. After the Corona, there'll be no Corona discount. If that's a phrase, there'll be no Corona discount for Sancho. And if he does play well again, he's got to go up to about 150, 160. That's what Mbappe cost to PSG from Monaco a couple of years ago. Or they got him on loan and then decided to pay Monaco at the end of the loan. And yeah, I think Manchester United will want to get him again next season, but I just don't think they'll have the firepower to sign him in front of clubs like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus. They might want to buy him. And Chelsea, he did grow up as a Chelsea fan, and he's always, obviously, if you're a Chelsea fan like me, your dream is basically to grow up and play for Chelsea. So he's obviously he might not be as dreamy like that anymore, but it's still a part of him. Like Ben Chilwell, he really wants to play for Chelsea because he just knows how brilliant club they are. And like Malang Sarr, he chose Chelsea out of 5 or 6 clubs because he sees the potential. And if Chelsea can prove to the world that Frank Lampard is a great coach, Jody Morris is a great assistant manager, and the likes of Mason Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Billy Gilmore, Christian Pulisic, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, who's about to join, Kai Havertz, who's about to join, he could be influential in JADON SANCHO joining, because he's obviously come from the Bundesliga. If he does manage to perform, JADON SANCHO might be like, wait, hang on, I'm going to be 21 next year. Chelsea obviously have the money to sign me. I can ask for whatever wages I want and they'll probably just give them to me. And Chelsea, I grew up wanting to play for them, and I speak their language, I'm English, and Frank Lampard, he's a hero. Everyone wants to be like Frank Lampard. If you're a Chelsea fan, that is, like he was. And he might force a move to Chelsea because he's seen that the players, they're performing under Lampard, the young players. So he's 20 at the moment. He'll be 21 next season, which is fine. He's already one of the best players on the planet, in my opinion. He's personally, I think he's got to be in the top 10 for sure. Probably 9th or 10th in the top 10. So he's already a proven... He's proven at the top level. The Bundesliga is not an easy league. They have lots of, similar to the Premier League, maybe not on the level. I think the hardest league is definitely the Premier League, and then I think it is the Bundesliga, because they have obviously Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, and then clubs like RB Leipzig. Also, if Sancho sees Timo Werner and Havertz performing in this young squad for next season, like this young squad have performed last season, if Timo Werner and Kai Havertz perform, Sancho will look at it and think, wow, I can really become a legend. I can become even better than I am over in London, in West London, for Chelsea. And yeah, it's obvious that Abramovich can afford him. I don't know if he will want to spend all this money this season and then spend another 150 million on Sancho, but he has the money, and I think he's kind of been a bit quiet in the last couple of seasons. He's only really signed players when it's absolutely necessary, but this season they've signed tons of players. They've already signed 3 officially, another 3 are on their way, and it's guaranteed we'll get another keeper. I think it's essential that we get a new keeper. Messi could be on his way. I don't think so though. Well, I'd love it. I'd love him to, but it's not very realistic. But Sancho is a realistic transfer for me. Like I said, I don't think he'll be joining this season. Got to be next season, as he is. It just costs way too much, and it looks like he's going to stay in Germany for another season. If he sees that Frank Lampard is getting the most out of the youngsters, like he obviously knows what it takes to be a Chelsea player, what it takes to be a Chelsea legend, and the likes of Mason Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi, Christian Pulisic, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, all are going to look up to him and want to be a Chelsea legend. Maybe they're going to be like Hazard, be brilliant for the club, but then in 6-7 years move on to another club, but Chelsea are making £100 million profit, which you can never say no to. Basically, we're signing Kai Havertz with the profits we made from Hazard, and then if we do end up selling Havertz in 5 years to Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, if he does perform, then obviously that 100 million is going to be a 200 million profit in a couple of years, because always money goes up and up and up. Like 20-30 years ago, the most expensive player was like £5 million, which is just, I find it funny. Sancho, obviously, yeah, like I said earlier in the video, he can speak English, and he might just want to play for Chelsea. If the club, like last season, nobody, even me, I didn't expect Chelsea to come fourth, especially under the conditions that we were under. Frank Lampard, although he's a Chelsea legend, I didn't think he'd be great at managing. This is his second year of managing. Last year, he's just finished his second season. The year before that, he was at Derby. Did very well to get them into the playoff finals. It was, yeah, they beat Leeds in the semis. Yeah, nobody expected him to manage to finish in a 4th spot, because yeah, it's his second season of managing. We had a transfer ban, so we didn't bring any players in the summer. We ended up not buying anyone in the winter transfer window either. And our best player, Eden Hazard, who contributed so much to the season where Sarri was, he had just left. So all Lampard was left with was some inexperienced youngsters, along with a couple of older folk, as Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Giroud, but he's managed to make it work. And I think next season, I think we can get into the top 2 with our signings that we've already got, with Havertz almost joining, Chilwell almost joining, Thiago Silva almost joining. As long as we get a new keeper and maybe another centre-back, then I think we have what it takes to break into the top 2 and disrupt Liverpool and Manchester City. I think that's possible. But comment what you think. A bit of different video. I want to know what you think of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And this is why I think Jadon Sancho will join Chelsea next summer. Yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And goodbye.